Okay, I'd like to do a couple of videos on using Replit to support those that just have Chromebooks to program with. Replit's nice if you have a Chromebook because it allows you to code in your browser. All right. If you have a desktop or a laptop, I still recommend using Visual Studio Code, but this is a nice in-browser coding platform that you can use if you have a Chromebook. So let's start by signing up. I recommend signing up with GitHub because you can synchronize. Okay, so before I sign up to Replit with GitHub, they're asking me to sign into my GitHub account. If you are already signed into your GitHub account, I think it'll automatically recognize that. I'm going to sign up with my personal GitHub account. Kojove is my username, Colin Jonathan Velkamp. And let's see if I can remember my password. Okay, so that's signed into GitHub, and then it'll get me back to Replit. Okay, and I just use my username from GitHub as my account for Replit. First, set your username. Kojove is great. Next. And that's a fine email for me. My skill level, I've got some experience. What am I interested in? Everything. Building, everything. Oh, sure, games and websites. Sure, well, whatever. And bots. I'm interested in learning. I'm a self-learner, or in a school. I'm a teacher. Sharing my program. Sure, I'm interested in it all. Okay, next. What languages are you interested in? Pick 3. Well, definitely HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's what this course is about. Python's kind of cool. Let's see, 41 more. So they support lots of different languages. That's crazy. Why don't we go with, what else am I interested in? I don't see it here. I'm interested in C#. Anyone see C#? C++. Oh, C# right here. Okay, 3 selected. Nice. Next, verify your account by clicking the link we sent to this. I don't know if I did that, but it already says account verified anyway. So I would suggest going to your email account and clicking on it to verify. Introduce yourself to the community. Now that's okay. Let's just start coding. Or get started with tutorials. So I'm going to just click on this. And I think, wow, look at that. Okay, so that took me to the editor right away. Okay, so because I selected that HTML, CSS, and JavaScript project, it set the HTML up for me with a little bit of some starter code here, right? Our head section, our body section. In the head, this just sets the character set that we're using, UTF-8's common one. This viewport one is so that it looks better on mobile devices. Our title, which should show up in the browser tab if we open this up in our browser. This is the preview of the website. It linked to a style sheet. Right here's a style sheet, which is empty. Let's throw something in there. Body, background, blue, let's say, and hit run. Gives me a blue background. And let's go color white. Run. Okay, invite more people to your REPL. Okay, so this is kind of neat. If you hit this invite, there's a multiplayer mode. So what you can do is, yeah, you can share the link, or you can search by username, right? So my username is Kojove, or with my school account, I think it's Colin Velkamp. Anyway, you can use the username and you can add the person and you can code in real time together, just like a shared Google Doc. Okay, so that multiplayer is kind of neat. Okay, or like I said, you can send this thing and get the link and email it to people. Anyway, let's go to my index.html again. In the body here, I'm just going to add an H1 like that, and I'll say hello world /H1, and there we go. There's also the script.js, right? So it added a little JavaScript. Why don't I add something like documents.add event listener, click, and I'll say click event, have a function called click event that's just going to go alert you clicked me, and we'll hit run. So now whenever I click the document, so anywhere on the document, it'll run this function which should say you clicked me. Okay, so like I said, as simple as that. You can create a new project. Now it gave it this random title. We can edit that title here, and so right here I can just give it a title, you know, testing replit. I can add a description, just seeing how to use replit, HTML, CSS, and JS, JavaScript. Okay, so that renamed it. Awesome. What else can we do in here? We can share. Oh yeah, this right here, open in a new tab. So that'll open, it'll show you the title here now. I kind of like that because then we can minimize this and give ourselves some more, oops, sorry, I'm zooming in here. Give ourselves a little more work here, workspace. There's all sorts of settings in here too, I think. Oh yeah, so you can do a dark theme if you prefer that. Font size, we can make a little bigger. I'm doing spaces with 2. Soft wrap, so it'll word wrap for us. Code intelligence, you can enable or disable that. That's like the autocomplete stuff. Loop protection is good if you have an infinite loop. Okay, cool. And there's your files. All right. Now, probably what I should show too, so if you wanted to make a new REPL, you could go right here and create a new one. But let's just click on our little icon here. And you should see now that it gives me this menu. There's the REPL I just created 5 minutes ago. So this I think is the, oh no, here's the home page. My REPLs, that's probably where I was. So no, this gives me a little menu here. And anyway, there you go. So from here, if you wanted to make a new REPL, just hit that. Choose your language, right? Create new REPL, give it a name. Another test. Now these are public. You have to upgrade your account if you want to keep them private. And hit create. And this will create a new project. Right? I'll just put another H1 here. Another REPL. It's kind of a funny name, REPL. Hit run, there it is. Yep, I got the whole invite thing. If I go back to my username now, it should show me those 2 things there. Okay, so as simple as that, guys, right? You can create this Replit account and create new REPLs. If you wanted to open up your old one, just click on this one here, and it'll open up. Ooh, internal error. That's always good when you're doing a demo. And it's like, Replit's awesome, except when it's not. Okay, oh, connected. There we go. Who knows what happened there. Anyway, so I haven't used Replit a ton, but I've played around with it a little bit, and it seems like a nice tool. And like I said, especially for Chromebooks, it's a place where you can get to work. And like I said, you can invite me if you need help with your code, right? You can invite me, and we can code together. There's even a little chat when you do that. Or we can have a Google Meet, and you can share your screen, whatever. Okay. That is Replit. Maybe in a future video I'll talk about how you can connect to GitHub as well, and you can import repos, all that good stuff. Okay, hopefully that will get you started using Replit. Okay, take care and see you in the next video.